What is going on, everybody? Root Beer is awesome here, ready to give you guys an introduction to my YouTube channel. Right here, this is a space where I intend to share with you guys my opinions, my predictions, review, comment on results that we have on the WWE events. Let it be Monday Night Raw, WWE NXT, the pay-per-views, where we're going to be discussing the preview and the predictions on the matches on the card, but also going to be reviewing the matches that take place on those events. And also, I intend to start the WWE SmackDown reviews starting July 19th, just as they go live. Now, I know that this is my third video on the channel. I have already uploaded and shared with you guys a Monday Night Raw review for this past Monday, and also I already gave you guys a preview and predictions on WWE Money in the Bank 2016, which is gonna be tomorrow. Now, I actually would have liked to start with this being my first video uploaded to the channel, but I was really excited. I gotta confess that I had been waiting for a few days for my microphone to ship in, and since I was actually able to get this on Monday and I actually didn't have time to sit through and explain what this channel is gonna be about and let you guys know about myself, I was really excited, and I didn't actually want to wait possibly until, the actual Sunday, tomorrow evening, to start with the review and results for Money in the Bank. I actually wanted to start with Monday Night Raw that very same day. I actually wanted to give you guys an NXT review for Wednesday, but I wasn't able to actually sit down and digest that 1 hour show and give you guys a proper review. So I just decided to not do it this week, but I actually wanted to give you guys a preview and predictions on Money in the Bank. So that is why basically I started with those two videos and decided to give this one a little bit of weight. But now, guys, I'm letting you know what this channel is going to be all about. Now, who is Root Beer is Awesome? I am actually a guy that has been watching wrestling. I would be lying to you if I told you I've been watching since I was 3 years or 5 years old, like many of the people here do. They have dedicated their life to wrestling. I'm now 23 years old, and I have been watching the product for I would say a long time. It has felt like a long time ago. I started watching on January 2004, which is already 12 years ago. I didn't live through the Attitude Era watching live. I didn't watch the Monday Night Wars. I actually missed, the actual impact that ECW and WCW gave us. I didn't watch the AWA for obvious reasons. I was not able to watch the territories, NWA, Stampede Wrestling. But I can tell you that I have actually watched and digested all those events, even though I didn't catch them live. I've watched a lot of that kind of wrestling, ECW, WCW, the Attitude Era, the so-called golden era and the new age of the World Wrestling Federation. So I created this channel because, when I was a kid, I actually had a lot of friends that introduced me to the WWE. Back then, we were actually coming close to Christmas in 2003 when I noticed that a lot of my friends at school would start speaking about the WWE. They were actually speaking about who their favorite wrestler was, and they actually they were speaking about their favorite events, their favorite matches, and one of my friends told me, you should be getting WWE WrestleMania 19 for the Nintendo GameCube. So I actually decided to give it a go. I asked my parents for it. At that time, I was a kid, so I got the game and I felt it was really fun. So I decided to actually start watching the product to understand more what the game was all about. Understand the characters behind, the players, as I used to call them back then, that I was using for the wrestling matches. And I actually got hooked. I remember that the first title match that I was able to see was Randy Orton defending the Intercontinental Championship against Rob Van Dam, and I actually was able to live through Evolution. I was able to watch Royal Rumble 2004, which was my first ever pay-per-view, my first ever WrestleMania being WrestleMania 20, which holds a really special place in my heart, even though some of the events that took place right there are now forgotten for reasons that we all know of as wrestling fans. A tragic weekend that gave us a black period on wrestling. But having that said, I'm really glad that I'm now able to create this YouTube channel, because most of my friends back then, they stopped watching wrestling as we kept on growing up. And right now on Mexico, I gotta say I'm Mexican. I don't have many friends that enjoy the WWE. Most of them, if any, are just casual fans who don't follow the product, who actually don't have any big understanding of the product, because they do not follow it just as I do. So I know that there's a big community in the internet who actually keeps on watching wrestling. And I know there's a lot of promotions out there, Ring of Honor, TNA, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and so many others that deserve to be reviewed, that deserve to be watched, Lucha Underground. But my biggest passion right now is the WWE, and that is why I decided to speak right here and share with you guys my opinions. But also, I am really looking forward to read your comments, to let you guys express yourselves, exchange your opinions, hear about what you guys think about my own opinions, my predictions, if you guys agree or not, what you would think is the right path for the WWE, if you think they're doing good, if you think they should change anything. This is what this channel is all about: exchanging opinions, creating a community where we can actually speak about everything we hate and everything we love from the WWE. So I welcome you guys to my channel. I hope that if you guys are new, you subscribe. If you enjoy the content, that you share with your friends and everyone who you can, and let this community on this channel grow. Exchange opinions, and share our knowledge, share of our experiences. And if you keep watching the videos, and if you like, give them a thumbs up, share. Let's do everything we can to expand this community. All right, so this is Rootbeerisawesome. I hope you guys have a great experience on my channel. Let's create this big community, let it grow. And well, guys, I hope that you actually enjoy the content that I'm going to be providing you with. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot for coming up. And again, if you're new, subscribe to this channel. I'll talk to you guys later.